Have you ever wondered how a new human life begins? It starts from two microscopic reproductive cells and develops inside the mother. Over approximately 9 months, the process begins when a mature egg is released. Hundreds of sperm begin their journey, but only one can succeed. It penetrates the outer layer to bind with the egg. Fertilization is now complete. Semen is usually a whitish or grayish-white fluid containing millions of sperm cells along with fluids produced by the seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and other accessory glands. At the same time, the female reproductive system may produce natural vaginal lubrication and cervical secretion. These fluids are completely different from the egg, and female discharge should not be confused with an egg. Today on Zenvi Health, we will follow the complete journey from sperm and egg to fertilization, implantation, fetal development, and finally birth. Sperm production takes place inside the testes, specifically within microscopic structures called seminiferous tubules. Through a process called spermatogenesis, immature germ cells gradually develop into mature sperm cells. After being produced, sperm travel to the epididymis, where they undergo further maturation and are stored. During ejaculation, sperm move from the epididymis through the vas deferens and then mix with secretions from the seminal vesicles and prostate gland. This mixture forms semen. Semen does not come from the testes as a complete. The testes produce sperm while several accessory glands contribute the fluids that make up most of the semen.
The human reproductive system involves complex biological processes.
Eggs, more accurately called oocytes at the relevant stage, develop inside the ovaries. During the menstrual cycle, hormonal changes stimulate the maturation of a follicle, and around ovulation, an oocyte is released from the ovary. Importantly, the egg does not come out through the Instead, after ovulation, the oocyte is captured by the fimbria of the fallopian tube and enters the fallopian, means that it cannot normally be seen with the naked eye in vaginal discharge. Many people also misunderstand female white discharge. Vaginal discharge can contain cervical mucus and other normal fluids, and its appearance can change during different phases of the menstrual cycle. Around ovulation, cervical mucus often becomes clearer, wetter, and more stretchy because hormonal changes create an environment that can help sperm travel through the reproductive tract. At other times, normal discharge may appear white or creamy. Therefore, white vaginal discharge is not the egg, and seeing white discharge does not mean that an egg is being expelled from the uterus. At other times, normal discharge may appear white or creamy. Therefore, white vaginal discharge is not the egg, and seeing white discharge does not mean that an egg is being expelled. Some women may also experience female ejaculation, in which a relatively small amount of fluid can be associated with the Skene's glands, which are located near the urethra.
The appearance and quantity can vary considerably between individuals. Squirting, which can involve a larger volume of fluid released through the urethra, is also different from an egg being released.
The important scientific point is that the uterus does not release the egg through the vagina during ovulation. After ejaculation, sperm begin their journey through the female reproductive tract. Millions of sperm may initially be present in semen, but only a small fraction successfully pass through the cervix and continue into the uterus and fallopian tubes. The female reproductive tract creates several biological barriers, and cervical mucus can change during the menstrual cycle. Around ovulation, the mucus can become more favorable to sperm movement. Sperm that successfully reach the fallopian tube may encounter the oocyte. If an oocyte is present and conditions are suitable, one sperm can eventually fuse with it. When a sperm successfully enters the oocyte, biological mechanisms are activated that prevent additional sperm from entering. The genetic material from the sperm oocyte then combines, creating a new cell called a zygote. This is the beginning of a remarkable developmental process. The zygote does not immediately become a baby. Instead, it begins repeated cell divisions while traveling through the fallopian tube toward the uterus. The developing structure gradually becomes a more complex group of cells with different developmental roles. During the first weeks, the developing structure reaches the uterus and attaches to the uterine lining in a process called implantation. The cells continue to specialize and organize themselves. Some eventually contribute to the embryo, while others contribute to structures such as the placenta and supporting membranes.
The placenta becomes essential throughout pregnancy because it supports the exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products between the maternal circulation and the developing fetus.
During the second month, development becomes extremely rapid. The early embryo begins establishing the basic structures of the nervous system. Small limb buds develop into arms and legs, while structures that will form the eyes and ears begin to take shape. Although the embryo is still extremely small, its cells are becoming increasingly specialized and organized.